So, surprisingly, we've got some brand new spoilers for upcoming episodes of Dragon Ball Super going into February from Japan. So, as always, I'm going to give you a warning. This video is going to contain some big time spoilers, including the result of the Vegeta versus Jiren fight and what actually happens. So, the speculation is going to be over after this video drops. So, again, you've been warned. We're going to get right into the spoilers. We're going to cover episodes 124 to 126 roughly. Let's go ahead and get into it now. Last warning. Here we go. Actually, I'm sorry, 123 to 126. Okay, Dragon Ball Super episode 123. Full body spirit and power unleash Goku and Vegeta. This is January 14th. So this is not this weekend. This is the weekend after this weekend, okay? So the Vegeta Jiren fight should already be taking place, or at least beginning, this weekend. And it's going to continue into the next episode. So it says here, only Universe 11 and Son Goku's Universe 7 remain at the Tournament of Power. Thank you, of course, to Herms for translating this. And we knew that. That's not new information. There are only 7 minutes left. Okay, so they're really cutting the time down. Vegeta puts forth his full power to battle Universe 11's Jiren, but utterly fails to defeat him. Instead, Vegeta is seriously injured and in dire straits. Okay, so we have to talk about that. So people were saying that, Vegeta might beat Jiren, this and this and that. I didn't think it was going to happen. In fact, I have a video coming out about what Jiren's weakness may actually be. I didn't think that Vegeta was ever going to beat this guy, but it's still interesting as to how well Vegeta was doing in that next episode preview. And again, the video will come out tomorrow. I think it's going to come out tomorrow about why I felt the way that I did. Now, the story here is that it says Vegeta was seriously injured and in dire straits. That does not say anything about elimination. So it does look like, and next episode, it's not over yet. It looks like Vegeta's still going to be in this thing. Now, Dragon Ball Super episode 124, this is January 21st. We're going closer to the end of the month here. A stormy, fierce attack. Gohan fights with his back to the wall. So we got a Gohan episode coming up here, and that's good to know. It says here, Goku and Vegeta challenge Jiren together, but even teamed up, their attacks have hardly any effect. Instead, Jiren seems to be raising his battle power even higher. So this dude is just like Goku was earlier, after Ultra Instinct in his battles with K-Fla and the other characters. It looks like Jiren is getting stronger and stronger. Or maybe, and I talked about this back when episode 110 aired, and in the few weeks after that, I don't think we've seen Jiren at full power. Not even close. I don't think we've seen him at full power even remotely close. So it's interesting because, this implies that at least during the fight with Goku and Vegeta, Jiren still is just mopping the floor with them. Now, it doesn't say anything here about Ultra Instinct or Blue or Vegito, and I know some people are going to misconstrue this as being that. As far as we know, this is going to be Blue Goku and Blue Vegeta, but could be possible that one of them has Ultra Instinct. I don't think so. Maybe Goku, but I feel like if that was the case, the spoilers would give that away, but maybe not. I mean, they oftentimes with these summaries, they like to keep certain things a secret. So that's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen going forward. But it basically, bro, ladies and gentlemen, Goku and Vegeta are going to fight Jiren and lose because, I mean, if Jiren was able to deflect the Spirit Bomb, he's able to fight back the Kaioken times 20, he's able to mop the floor with Goku and probably Vegeta as well. Both of them together are not going to do anything. But it's good to see them fighting together again. That is kind of a cool thing. Meanwhile, Universe 7 Son Gohan goes to help out Frieza as he battles Universe 11's Dispo. So that's very telling right there. That tells us that we will not see Frieza or Dispo get eliminated at any point before at least episode 124. So the Frieza Dispo fight appears to be one that's pretty, I would say pretty even, because nobody's throwing nobody out. I hope that we do see True Golden Frieza here, and I hope that we do see Dispo performing, at his full power, because I'm not really sure when Dispo fought Hit, several weeks ago. I think it was 104, right, when that happened. Was it 104? I think it was. I don't think Dispo was at full strength. I think a lot of these Pride Trooper guys are holding back their power. And that, of course, takes us into the next episode, which is Dragon Ball Super episode 125. Now we're going into the end of January. We are done with January here, folks. Advent of the God of Destruction Toppo. There is only overwhelming power. There's no summary. I find it interesting though that it says Advent of the God of Destruction Toppo. Does this mean that Toppo is going to ascend to God of Destruction levels? Is that what it means? Or is it just hyperbole? I don't think that they're actually using the word God of Destruction for hyperbole. The Japanese says Hakaishin. So that tells me it's the position God of Destruction, or at least the power of a God of Destruction, not just a fancy name. For those of you who remember, when Cell went perfect back in Dragon Ball Z, they called him a God of Destruction. The Turles' people were referred to as gods of destruction. Back in the day, the word God of Destruction, Hakai no Kamigami or Hakaishin, could be used to describe somebody very dangerous. But once Beerus was introduced in 2013, it sort of became used as a title. So the question is, of course, what does this mean? It could mean that Toppo's going to raise his powers to the level of a God of Destruction, in which case, you know, we've never seen Toppo at full power either. Let's not forget that. We've not seen that yet. When Toppo fought Goku during the Zen Exhibition match, Goku hit him with an amazing Warp Kamehameha, and Toppo was fine. He wasn't even hurt. So, of course, that was a while back, but still, we have not seen Toppo really challenged yet. And we know, based on the early character bios that came out months ago, actually I want to say almost a year ago, maybe around March or April, I don't really remember, but I remember they said that Toppo was a candidate for a God of Destruction. Jiren's power is above a God of Destruction. Toppo is a candidate for a God of Destruction. So that begs the question, is the series going to be shifting over to it being a Toppo-centric episode? I think maybe, and I think he might get thrown out here too. I mean, there's lots of different possibilities. We should have more information coming up in the next few days. There should be more scans coming. I expect them to come next week, but I'm surprised we got them this week. But still, Toppo is going to get shine, and it's going to be very interesting. I do want to say this as well. I want to predict this one as well. I believe that even though the time is running out, it says 7 minutes at the beginning of episode 123, and obviously that would mean that with 124 and 125, it's only going to be 6 minutes and then 5 minutes. I don't think that means anything. I don't think it's going to be one episode per minute anymore. Once we hit that 5 minute mark, we're going to go into Planet Namek time, where I'm fairly certain that the final few episodes of this tournament are going to end up stretching that 5 minutes out. So I know that some people are probably thinking that, oh, well, then that means the tournament's going to end at episode 131 or episode 130. I actually think it's going to be a little more than that. I think it might be like maybe 133, 134, 135. And some of the old Blu-ray release data told us that the final box set for this arc, not the final box set, but one of the box sets for this arc, ends at 133. So that's a good number to hinge on. I can't tell you for certain. Do not believe anybody who tells you they know for sure, because they don't know for sure. People like to BS a lot in this community, and with their videos or with their articles. We don't know for sure. All we know is that the producer hinted that the arc's going to end in March, which means at least 5 more episodes, at least, and or maybe more. I mean, who knows? And that 133 is the last episode of that box set. So don't think anything else besides that. But either way, we are getting to the climax. This is going to be pretty much, I'm guessing, I could be wrong on this, it's going to be pretty much all action going forward, which I'm okay with. So hey, we might as well get there, because I was really on edge about this tournament. I kind of wanted it to wrap up, but now we're going to get to the real action-packed finale. This has to be amazing, and I hope it is. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for checking out this spoiler video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about Goku and Vegeta teaming up against Jiren? Do you think that we're going to see Ultra Instinct from any of those two guys? Do you think that Goku will use it and Vegeta will use Blue? Do you think that Vegeta has mastered Blue? Like, what? Kind of tell me what you think is going on here, and tell me what you think about Toppo, because it says that Gohan's gonna go fight Frieza. So does that, with Frieza against Dispo? So does that mean that Toppo's gonna be fighting 17, not 18? She's out. That Dispo's gonna be fighting 17, and I also want to make a prediction. This is not a spoiler. Prediction that 17 is the next one to go. That's my prediction. It's going to be down to Goku, Vegeta, and Gohan from Universe 7, and Frieza. So we'll see what happens. I am curious to see Toppo versus Frieza as well. Thank you. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. And remember, if you're having a bad day, tomorrow will be better.